Hey, how you all doing? Rob here from Bjorsen Fitness. So, continuing with our weight loss tip series. Okay, today we're going to cover a very important topic. Something that I see people making mistakes with all the time, and it's going to be the sure way of completely demoralizing yourself. So this goes out to all the people who love to get on the weighing scales, who weigh themselves daily, hourly, weekly, whatever you do, guys. Okay, so the weighing scales, in my opinion, is probably one of the biggest and most ways that people demoralize themselves. So yes, I'm going to get in quick. I do weigh my clients. It is one measure of progress, and it is one way of adding a little bit of accountability to what you're doing, but it is only one way. Okay, so out of all the ways there are to measure progress, the weighing scales is probably the least accurate. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this right now that have probably gained weight over the last week or two, wondering why. And if you're only measuring your success based on the weighing scales, then it's pretty simple to understand. So the weather's been hot over the last couple of weeks, so therefore you will be drinking a lot more fluids, and therefore your body weight will go up. So there's a lot of things that will affect your body weight, okay? So when you got on the scales last week and you may have lost 3 or 4 pounds, was your bowels empty? Were they full? Was you full? Was you empty? Was you hydrated? Was you dehydrated? How much muscle mass did you have on your body then compared to where you are today? There are so many things that go into affecting the weight on the weighing scale that the weighing scale is the least inaccurate thing of measuring success. So there's far better ways of measuring success. Obviously, the best way of measuring success is how do you feel? Do you feel better in yourself? Do you feel fitter? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel skinnier? Okay, that's the first best way of measuring success. After that then, guys, then we can go on to measuring tapes. Okay, so it is totally possible. Now, this is one thing out there for the women to get into their heads mainly. It is totally possible to gain weight and to lose body size. Okay, so you could get on that scale today and you could be, you could be 5 or 6 pounds heavier than you were at the start of the month. And if you were basing it just on the weighing scales alone, that would be a failure. However, if you got the measuring tape out and you measure yourself accurately where you did a month ago, then that size could decrease. Okay, so therefore it would be a win, because we're not really playing for weight, guys. No one really gives a shit what they weigh, really. Okay, most people are just concerned with their body shape. So, if you got down to the point where you were totally happy with your body, but you were a stone heavier than what you were at the start, would you be unhappy that you were a stone heavier? Probably not. If you were only basing it on the weighing scales, would you be unhappy? Yes, you would. So guys, my advice to you is use the weighing scale, okay, as a little bit of accountability. Use the weighing scale as a guide, but don't use the weighing scale as your main point of measuring success, because you'll just demoralize yourself completely. Now, in terms of my body shape, I am probably a stone and a half heavier now than what I was when I was at my fattest. Okay, I wasn't always skinny. I didn't always have a six-pack. It's just something that has come over the years. But I'm actually heavier now than what I was when I was at my most self-conscious with my body. So please, guys, please stay off the sad step. You don't need to weigh yourself every day. Once a week, once a fortnight is cool. But please don't use the weighing scale as your only form of measuring success. Because if you do, it's going to demoralize you and you're more likely to go backwards. Guys, the best way of doing it, get measuring all your body, and then that way you've got a sure thing that if you're reducing in size, that's all that matters. Guys, take care.